Yo, I hope you're all having a wonderful Saturday, and I hope my sound is working. I better check that real quick before we get real into it. Check, check. Yep, sounds like it. Yep, okay, it's working real good. Awesome. So, what's up, everybody? Happy Saturday. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. And since we finished up our most recent study, our Manly P. Hall, How to Understand Your Bible, then I think today would be a wonderful day to try to apply a little bit of what we learned and see if we can't crack the code a little bit. So today we'll do a reading from the Bible. We'll do a short one, a sweet one that everybody who hangs out around these parts might enjoy, the Song of Solomon. And we'll just see if we can't read between the lines or if we need to continue to learn some other things so that we can read between the lines. I think we'll do pretty good. Everybody in this group is pretty awesome and I know has a pretty solid understanding of mystical concepts, mystical teachings, etc. So let me play some music and then One True Goddess, welcome. Always so wonderful to see you. I hope this Saturday is treating you well. Boy, mostly good for me, except man, you ever buy a burrito and it sucks and you like it's a little heartbreaking. I didn't know it was possible to make a burrito that's not good, but today I learned the hard way. And that's all right. From time to time that's how it goes, huh? Seems like the quality of food in general has just been so hit or miss, you know? But I suppose that's if you're actually going out and about and spending your money or if you're cooking it yourself. But things that were once always just so delicious have kind of gotten a little hit or miss. Welcome in, everybody just coming in. And by the way, this is Jay Baldell. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're all having a marvelous day today. If you're new and you end up enjoying this content, then please hit a like, share, and subscribe. So before we pop into this Song of Solomon, let's see what the tarot has. We'll go back to Crowley's Book of Thoth and see what our energy is right now. See what it is that we should be keeping in mind. What's it gonna be? Even though it has been pretty fun pulling from that Manly P. Hall deck, trying to interpret those different hieroglyphs. So I'm sure we'll mix that one back in. And I think tomorrow I might jump on for an actual tarot stream. So if you're feeling like a reading might benefit you in life, well, come on down. I'll be happy to read for you. Okay, split the deck, and that's the card right there. Whoops. She fell. There we go. And Joao Costa, welcome. Hello to you. I hope you're having a nice Saturday. All right, let's see what it is. It's the Death card. Nope. Okay. Seven wands, so not bad. Of all the sevens, that's probably the best one to get, at least according to some folks. Valor, the Lord of Valor, Mars and Leo, along with seven, Netzach on the Tree of Life. So that creativity of Netzach mixed with the creative efforts of your will and Mars, we're marching forward about it. So I kind of think we could kind of look at that in the way that what we're doing today, the way that we are trying to apply what we've learned. We're trying to make it work. We're trying to take that fire and figure out how to make it practical. But perhaps you've also got some type of a project, maybe something in your creative space, whatever that may be, that you're really marching forward with. You're taking that leadership of Leo. You're taking that, what's the word I want? Not necessarily warfare, but that like, I mean, still, it's just that courageous aspect of Mars, and you're finding that in the spirit right now. So that's good. We'll find out how much that lines up with what we're about to read from the Bible. Taking the spiritual stuff and applying it to our creativity, applying it to our desire to make this practical rather than just a bunch of fancy stuff that is cool to listen to. That's the way I'm taking it. Okay, so from the holiest of holy books in the Western world, the Bible, and this is the Song of Solomon, chapter 1. The Song of Songs, which is Solomon's, let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for thy love is better than wine. Because of the savor of thy good ointments, thy name is as ointment poured forth, therefore do the virgins love thee. Okay. Draw me, we will run after thee. The king hath brought me into his chambers, we will be glad and rejoice in thee. We will remember thy love more than wine, the upright love thee. I am black, but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. Look not upon me, because I am black, because the sun hath looked upon me. My mother's children were angry with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyards, but mine own vineyard have I not kept. Tell me, O thou whom my soul loveth, where thou feedest, where thou markest thy flock to rest at noon. For why should I be as one that turneth aside by the flocks of thy companions? If thou know not, O thou fairest among women, go thy way forth, go thy way forth by the footsteps of the flock, and feed thy kids beside the shepherd's tent. I have compared thee, O my love, to a company of horses in Pharaoh's chariots. Thy cheeks are comely with rows of jewels, thy neck with chains of gold. We will make thee borders of gold with studs of silver. While the king sitteth at his table, my spikenard sendeth forth the smell thereof. A bundle of myrrh is my well beloved unto me. He shall lie all night betwixt my breasts. My beloved is unto me as a cluster of camphor in the vineyards of Engedi. Behold, thou art fair, my love. Behold, thou art fair. Thou hast dove's eyes. Behold, thou art fair, my beloved, yea, pleasant. Also, our bed is green. The beams of our house are cedar, and our rafters of fir. Okay, so if we're going to take what we learned from Manly, and he said this Song of Solomon was a hard one to decode, and there was a lot of alchemical components to it. So far I'm seeing, at least from my understanding and some of what I'm interpreting in here so far, is there's this, I mean, kind of what we see in that card we just pulled, where there's this kind of divine feminine, divine masculine. So the Venus of the seven or Netzach, the Mars aspect, but then this fire of the creator and the way they are coming together to form the Holy of Holies, the house of the Lord, aka the human body, the human incarnation, the but as above, so below, the cosmos themselves. Let's see how chapter 2 lines up with that. Let me get a little bit of water real quick. And if we're thinking of Kabbalistic colors, then she says our bed is green. So there's your net Zach right there. At least if we're talking the world of Bria, which is the one most people use, right? When they look at a color of the tree of life, it's going to be in the spheres, at least, are almost always going to be the kingdom of Bria. Also it said over here about I am black but comely. So there, right, the black mother Bina. And there was one other thing about the king. But if we take the king Leo, the spirit, God, the creator. All right, so chapter 2. I am the rose of Sharon and the lily of the valleys. As the lily among thorns, so is my love among the daughters. As the apple tree among the trees of the wood, so is my beloved among the sons. I sat down under his shadow with great delight, and his fruit was sweet to my taste. He brought me to the banqueting house, and his banner over me was love. Stay me with flagons, comfort me with apples, for I am sick of love. His left hand is under my head, and his right hand doth embrace me. I charge you, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, by the roes and by the hinds of the field, that ye stir not up nor awake my love till he please. Huh. And Zapper, welcome, says, I have no idea what this language is you're talking in right now, but thank you for your contribution to the chat nonetheless. Okay, that ye stir not up nor awake my love till he pleases. So that even sounds like some beyond the tree, right? Some ein so far or kether to hakma, these initial stirrings before going to this darkest mother. The voice of my beloved, behold, he cometh leaping upon the mountains, skipping upon the hills. My beloved is like a roe or a young hart. Behold, and that's heart like a deer, Hart. Zapper says, LOL, you don't want the truth because you can't handle it. Hey, 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 if you let's hear it then. What kind of truth you got, huh? Behold, he standeth behind our wall. He looketh forth at the windows, showing himself through the lattice. My beloved spake and said unto me, Rise up, my love, my fair one, and come away. For lo, the winter is past, the rain is over and gone. The flowers appear on the earth, the time of the singing of birds is come, and the voice of the turtle is heard in our land. The fig tree putteth forth her green figs, and the vines with the tender grape give a good smell. Arise, my love, my fair one, and come away. O my dove, that art in the clefts of the rock, in the secret places of the stairs, let me see thy countenance, let me hear thy voice, for sweet is thy voice, and thy countenance is comely. Take us the foxes, the little foxes that spoil the vines, for our vines have tender grapes. My beloved is mine, and I am his. He feedeth among the lilies. So yeah, this definitely sounds like some coming together. Well, hold on, I'll finish real quick. We're almost done with this chapter. Until the day break and the shadows flee away, turn, my beloved, and be thou like a roe or a young hart upon the mountains of Bether. Yeah, this sounds like those stirrings. That sounds like some Shiva Shakti type, Purusha Prakriti type. But hey, if anybody else got some other contributions, Zapper apparently has the truth, but I don't want to hear it, I guess. Come on, Zapper, lay it on me. And lay it on me in English, huh? Whatever this other thing is here that you're reading, you're talking in. Chapter 3. By night on my bed I sought him whom my soul loveth. I sought him, but I found him not. I will rise now and go about the city in the streets, and in the broad ways I will seek him whom my soul loveth. I sought him, but I found him not. The watchmen that go about the city found me, to whom I said, Saw ye whom my soul loveth? It was but a little that I passed from them, but I found him whom my soul loveth. I held him and would not let him go until I had brought him into my mother's house and into the chamber of her that conceived me. I charge you, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, by the roes and by the hinds of the field, that ye stir not up, nor awake my love, till he please. Who is this that cometh out of the wilderness like pillars of smoke, perfumed with myrrh and frankincense, with all powders of the merchant? Behold his bed, which is Solomon's. 80 valiant men are about it, of the valiant of Israel. They all hold swords, being expert in war. Every man hath his sword upon his thigh because of fear in the night. King Solomon made himself a chariot of the wood of Lebanon. He made the pillars thereof of silver, the bottom thereof of gold, the covering of it of purple, the midst thereof being paved with love for the daughters of Jerusalem. Go forth, O ye daughters of Zion, and behold King Solomon with the crown wherewith his mother crowned him in the day of his espousals, and in the day of the gladness of his heart. All right. And Starboy the Knight, welcome back. Great to see you. Yeah, exactly. Unity, right? That's what this sounds like a lot. This sounds like kind of this alchemical love story that is creation itself. And with some of these different things like the chariot, so the body, but that that can be looked at on different levels. The human body, the planetary bodies, the very body of Prakriti that Parusha goes into. Okay, chapter 4. Behold, thou art fair, my love. Behold, thou art fair. Thou hast dove's eyes within thy locks. Thy hair is a flock of goats that appear from Mount Gilead. Thy teeth are like a flock of sheep that are even shorn, which came up from the washing, whereof every one bare twins, and none is barren among them. Thy lips are like a thread of scarlet, and thy speech is comely. Thy temples are like a piece of pomegranate within thy locks. Thy neck is like the tower of David builded for an armory, whereon there hang 1,000 bucklers, all shields of mighty men. Thy two breasts are like two young roes that are twins, which feed among the lilies. Until the day break and the shadows flee away, I will get me to the mountain of myrrh and to the hill of frankincense. Thou art all fair, my love, there is no spot in thee. Come with me from Lebanon, my spouse, with me from Lebanon. Look from the top of Amana, from the top of Shinir and Hermon, from the lions' dens, from the mountains of the leopards. Thou hast ravished my heart, my sister, my spouse. Thou hast ravished my heart with one of thine eyes, with one chain of thy neck. How fair is thy love, my sister, my spouse! How much better is thy love than wine, and the smell of thine ointments than all spices. Thy lips, O my spouse, drop as the honeycomb. Honey and milk are under thy tongue, and the smell of thy garments is like the smell of Lebanon. A garden enclosed is my sister, my spouse, a spring shut up, a fountain sealed. Thy plants are an orchard of pomegranates. with pleasant fruits, camphor with spikenard and saffron, calamus and cinnamon, with all trees of frankincense, myrrh and aloes, with all the chief spices. A fountain of gardens, a well of living waters, and streams from Lebanon. Awake, O north wind, and come thou south, blow upon my garden, that the spices thereof may flow out. Let my beloved come into his garden and eat his pleasant fruits. Huh. Well, some of that definitely sound like as she's going through the different body parts, almost sounds like what could be interpreted as different spheres on the tree of life. Okay, chapter 5. I am come into my garden, my sister, my spouse. I have gathered my myrrh with my spice. I have eaten my honeycomb with my honey. I have drunk my wine with my milk. I with my wine with my milk. Eat, O friends, drink, yea, drink abundantly, O beloved. I sleep, but my heart waketh. It is the voice of my beloved that knocketh, saying, open to me, my sister, my love, my dove, my undefiled. For my head is filled with dew, and my locks with the drops of the night. I have put off my coat, how shall I put it on? I have washed my feet, how shall I defile them? My beloved put in his hands by the hole of the door, and my bowels were moved for him. I rose up to open to my beloved, and my hands dropped with myrrh, and my fingers with sweet smelling myrrh upon the handles of the lock. I opened to my beloved, but my beloved had withdrawn himself and was gone. My soul failed when he spake. I sought him, but I could not find him. I called him, but he gave me no answer. The watchmen that went about the city found me. They smote me, they wounded me. The keepers of the walls took away my veil from me. I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, if ye find my beloved, that ye tell him that I am sick of love. What is thy beloved more than another beloved? O thou fairest among women, what is thy beloved more than another beloved, that thou dost so charge us? My beloved is white and ruddy, the chiefest among 10,000. His head is as the most fine gold, his locks are bushy and black as a raven. His eyes are as the eyes of doves by the rivers of waters, washed with milk and filthy set. Oh, and fitly set. His cheeks are as a bed of spices, as sweet flowers, his lips like lilies, dropping sweet smelling myrrh. His hands are as gold rings set with the beryl. His belly is as bright ivory overlaid with sapphires. His legs are as pillars of marble set upon sockets of fine gold. His countenance is as Lebanon, excellent as the cedars. His mouth is most sweet, yea, he is altogether lovely. This is my beloved, this is my friend, O daughters of Jerusalem. Huh. Okay, so it also seems like this maybe follows a little bit. I don't know, maybe that's just me and that's just because what I've got going on, but even what's kind of said here, where it seems like the lovers have been separated. So, kind of that idea with the holy guardian angel, where you become through the drunkenness of matter, you become separated from the spirit, and so then you're trying to regain that love, that union. Let's continue. Chapter 6. Whither is thy beloved gone, O thou fairest among women? Whither is thy beloved turned aside, that we may seek him with thee? My beloved is gone down into his garden, to the beds of spices, to feed in the gardens, and to gather lilies. I am my beloved's, and my beloved is mine. He feedeth among the lilies. Thou art beautiful, O my love, as Tisra, comely as Jerusalem. terrible as an army with banners. Turn away thine eyes from me, for they have overcome me. Thy hair is as a flock of goats that appear from Gilead. Thy teeth are as a flock of sheep which go up from the washing, whereof every one beareth twins, and there is not one barren among them. As a piece of a pomegranate are thy temples within thy locks. There are threescore queens, and fourscore concubines, and virgins without number. My dove, my undefiled, is but one. She is the only one of her mother. She is the choice one of her that bare her. The daughters saw her and blessed her, yea, the queens and the concubines, and they praised her. Who is she that looketh forth as the morning, fair as the moon, clear as the sun, and terrible as an army with banners? I went down into the garden of nuts to see the fruits of the valley, and to see whether the vine flourished and the pomegranates budded. Or ever I was aware, my soul made me like the chariots of Aminadab. Return, return, O Shulamite. Return, return, that we may look upon thee. What will ye see in the Shulamite? As it were the company of two armies. Hmm. Chapter 7. How beautiful are thy feet with shoes, O prince's daughter! The joints of thy thighs are like jewels, the work of the hands of a cunning workman. Thy navel is like a round goblet, which wanteth not liquor. Thy belly is like an heap of wheat set about with lilies. Thy two breasts are like two young roes that are twins. Thy neck is as a tower of ivory. Thine eyes like the fish pools in Heshbon, by the gate of Bathrabim. Thy nose is as the tower of Lebanon, which looketh toward Damascus. Thine head upon thee is like Carmel, and the hair of thine head like purple. The king is held in the galleries. How fair and how pleasant art thou, O love, for delights! This thy stature is like to a palm tree, and thy breasts to clusters of grapes. I said, I will go up to the palm tree, I will take hold of the boughs thereof. Now also thy breasts shall be as clusters of the vine, and the smell of thy nose like apples, and the root of thy mouth like the best wine for my beloved, that goeth down sweetly, causing the lips of those that are asleep to speak. I am my beloved's, and his desire is toward me. Come, my beloved, let us go forth into the field, let us lodge in the villages, let us get up early to the vineyards, let us see if the vine flourish, whether the tender grape appear, and the pomegranates bud forth. There will I give thee my loves. The mandrakes give a smell, and at our gates are all manner of pleasant fruits, new and old, which I have laid up for thee, O my beloved. So that, to me, this is also sounding a little bit like, I mean, that this can be interpreted as the body, the tree of life that way, but also Malkuth, the kingdom, planet Earth, in a certain sense. Um, but also, if we're looking at the different levels of initiation and the way initiation kind of passes along. But hey, that's just what I'm getting from it. Please, if you're getting something else, if something else is clicking for you, I would love to hear what it might be. Drop it in the chat, drop it in the comments. And if you're completely lost, that's fine too. I mean, yeah, to a certain degree, I'm like, I don't know. I know that some of this is going to be code for some things, and without really diving more deeply into it, um, some of that might remain a mystery. So that, that's why we're here today right now, is we're doing our best with what we've got to try to make sense of this. All right, the final chapter, chapter 8. Oh, that thou wert as my brother, that sucked the breasts of my mother. When I should find thee without, I would kiss thee, yea, I should not be despised. I would lead thee and bring thee into my mother's house, who would instruct me. I would cause thee to drink of spiced wine of the juice of my pomegranate. His left hand should be under my head, and his right hand should embrace me. I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, that ye stir not up, nor awake my love, until he please. Who is this that cometh up from the wilderness, leaning upon her beloved? I raised thee up under the apple tree. There thy mother brought thee forth, there she brought thee forth that bare thee. Set me as a seal upon thine heart, as a seal upon thine arm. For love is strong as death, jealousy is cruel as the grave. The coals thereof are coals of fire, which hath a most vehement flame. Many waters cannot quench love, neither can the floods drown it. If a man would give all the substance of his house for love, it would utterly be contemned. We have a little sister, and she hath no breasts. What shall we do for our sister in the day when she shall be spoken for? If she be a wall, we will build upon her a palace of silver. And if she be a door, we will enclose her with boards of cedar. I am a wall, and my breasts like towers. Then was I in his eyes as one that found favor. Solomon had a vineyard at Baal Hamon. He let out the vineyard unto keepers. Every one for the fruit thereof was to bring 1,000 pieces of silver. My vineyard, which is mine, is before me. Thou, O Solomon, must have 1,000, and those that keep the fruit thereof 200. Thou that dwellest in the gardens, the companions hearken to thy voice. Cause me to hear it. Make haste, my beloved, and be thou like to a roe or to a young hart upon the mountains of spices. All right, the end. Huh. Well, Manly wasn't lying. That one's a little bit hard to crack the code on. And maybe I'm wondering if some of the, like, where it says, I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, that ye stir not up, nor awake my love until he pleases. If that's similar in a same but different kind of way of like the pearls before swine, the leaving the mysteries and the initiations for those who are seeking them out themselves rather than rushing and trying to wake everybody up type of thing. Huh. Well, without a doubt, that's something that's going to probably require some more further study. But I thought it would be fun to give it a try, and it certainly was. And so please definitely share your thoughts, definitely share what you might have been extracting from this text. And that's going to do it for today. I appreciate you all very much. Thank you for giving this a shot with me. Thank you for participating in the studies over on this channel. And Zapper, I guess, no thank you for not ever sharing these deep truths you apparently are hoarding away. All right, everybody. Well, much love. This has been Jay Bavdale. Be on the lookout. I'm not sure if I'm going to do afternoon or evening, but be on the lookout tomorrow. I think I am going to jump on and do some tarot. So if you would like a reading, then this is your invitation. Come on through. I'll be happy to do one for you. And then Monday, Thursday, we'll jump back into new studies for Class A, Class B, the Dhammapada, as well as Eliphas Levi's Transcendental Magic, aka Magic in, oh wait, that is what it is. Dogma et Ritual de la Haute Magie, that's the one, the French one, but Transcendental Magic, that's what it is. So hopefully you'll be excited for those. I know I am. And definitely let me know on this one. I'm sure some of you might be getting something a little different, so I would really like to hear what that might be. But until I see you again, Much love, many blessings, and enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy your whatever day. Bye bye.